CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This is the National Football League.
Well, no trip to the Northwest would be complete without a little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Two teams that came into the NFL together back in 1976. The Seahawks and Bucs are underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Down, Tampa Bay.
From the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Gronk that time, and it's 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
Brady's pass. Intercepted.
Now comes Russell Wilson in season number 9, 6-time Pro Bowler, as he gets set to lead this Seahawks offense.
Whenever you think about the Seattle Seahawks, one of the first things that pops to mind is how well they run the football and how much they like doing it. But you have to also look at how well Russell Wilson has played at the quarterback spot. Hasn't just been a game manager. Last year, over 4,100 yards passing, the 2nd most in his career. 31 touchdown passes, and took care of the ball as well because he threw just 5 interceptions. If you need to open things up, Russell Wilson can get it done.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Levante David, the Bucs' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wilson. Now he'll pull it down. And this is complete to Moore on the comebacker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Chris Carson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson, flush to his right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Gain of a yard.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On 2nd down now, it's Jones, and he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He's got Evans. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. Oh, that was dangerous.
Intended.
Throw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
A gain of 26 yards.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Benson Mayowa. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety.
Jamal Adams. Brady's
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Score.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. They run the counter. It's Carson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's now
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll have a first down inside the 10. Again, he finds more. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up.
And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
He didn't originally want to run, but he didn't see anything in the passing game, so he scrambled. And wouldn't you know it, he scores a touchdown anyway. It's awfully nice to have a quarterback who can make things happen with his leg.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And he's into the clear. The 30, the 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Tom Brady leads the offense out for their next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Well, switching gears for a second. Look, Charles, we know it's part of the game, but injuries, again, a big story in Week 5. Most notably, of course, Dak Prescott. Pretty severe ankle injury that's going to keep him out the remainder of the season, and that's really just the latest in what has been a tough year already. Gosh, you could probably build an all-pro team, Charles, with some of the guys who have gone down.
Yeah, an all-pro team, and at worst, a Pro Bowl team, because you're talking about names like Saquon Barkley with the New York Giants, Cortland Sutton with Denver, Marlon Mack, Indianapolis, Nick Bosa, San Francisco, all of them injuries that have them lost for the year. Michael Thomas got hurt in the season opener with New Orleans. We haven't seen him since. Nick Chubb with Cleveland on IR. Christian McCaffrey with Carolina. They've all missed significant time, so it's been a tough year for injuries. Some teams are playing around them better than others, and we'll see how it goes the rest of the year, but we wish all these guys who are hurt a speedy recovery.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Tom Brady with a touchdown pass to Chris Godwin. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Again, it's Brady, and this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
And makes the score Buccaneers.
And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard.
The Seattle Seahawks 5-0 for the first time in franchise history. A Sunday night, Week 5. What a game as they rally back to defeat Minnesota 27-26. And Russell Wilson did it again, as Al Michaels said on the broadcast. Astonishing. He leads the Seahawks 94 yards in the final 2 minutes. Throws a touchdown pass to DK Metcalf on 4th and goal with 15 seconds to play. And he also completed a big 4th and 10 earlier in that game-winning drive. So Charles Russell Wilson being Russell Wilson.
Yeah, it's very similar. What's that great poem about postal workers? Neither rain nor snow nor sleet. I mean, that's Russell Wilson. It does not matter, does it? And every time we talk about the best quarterbacks in the game, other names tend to come up, and then we go, oh, yeah, what about Russell Wilson? He might very well be the best. So that's what he's going off of right now. He's absolutely on a mission to get his team back to a Super Bowl, and in doing so, putting his name up there with the best in the game. 3 touchdown passes in this one, 19-5 for him. Russ is cooking, and we're going to hear MVP talk all season long, and he's earned it. They get an open week now, and then they got a couple division games coming up. A really tough one at home against Arizona and Kyler Murray, and then they're at San Francisco for another tough one against that 49ers defense that's usually on its game.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Brady. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
That keeps the score. Buccaneers.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Out comes Chris Carson in the Seattle offense. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
It's so educational. That's very true, kids. Look it up. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Going for Metcalf. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for Seattle. 53 yards.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, they tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bucs take over first and 10.
The Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 3-2, and their 3-game win streak snapped Thursday night in Chicago, Week 5, losing 20-19. And, of course, that was kind of billed as a rematch between Tom Brady and Nick Foles, opposing QBs in Super Bowl 52. And Brady had never lost on Thursday night in his career. He was 7-0 prior to that one. And, Charles, it really had a bizarre finish.
To put it mildly, there's Tampa Bay trying to make their final drive with a chance to win it. You expect Tom Brady to lead something really strong and give them that opportunity. And somehow he lost track of downs. Now, it happens to all of us, right? We're all human. We just don't expect it out of maybe the GOAT, right? So it does happen. He's showing the 4 fingers to the official like, isn't it 4th down? And they're like, no, that was 4th down. So major surprise. Love how his head coach Bruce Arians jumped in and defended him. Tom Brady never really truly addressed it right after the game. Bottom line, though, this Tampa Bay team, they lost a tough one on the road, but they're still going to be a playoff contender.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's got this down to the 35. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
12. Bradley Pinion.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the Buccaneers' 36-yard line.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I like his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. They run for it with Carson. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Carson. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He'll be taken down well behind the line, and I think he might have just given those 4 yards right back. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
It's 4th down.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. They'll roll him out right. They'll find his tight end. It's Anthony Auclair. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. They'll go again to Jones. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run, and just lost track, and it cost him.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Now a play fake. Brady. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they need. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion.
First down.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Buccaneers.
Now Brady again.
These guys are running offense like you.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Brady to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. To throw is Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third.
Tampa Bay.
Back to throw, Brady. This is caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers.
22.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one